Hello, I'm Charlie Fuge and I'm going to read you a story about Bramble Badger and his friends by Peter Bentley. I drew the pictures. Bramble was looking for nuts by the river when a sudden fierce storm made him shudder and shiver. Oh bother, I'm bound to catch a cold in this storm. I'm heading back home to where it's cosy and warm. Then, crash! Bramble nearly jumped out of his skin. Whatever was that? Is the sky falling in? The wind had blown over a rotten old tree. My house, Snuffle squeaked. It's as flat as can be. Now there's nowhere to keep out the wind and the wet. Unless, little Bramble, there's room in your set. Oh dear, fretted Bramble. My set is a mess, and I haven't much space, or much dinner, but yes. Thanks, said the Dormouse. See you tonight. And she scampered off into the grass, out of sight. Then Bramble met Tipper the Toad by a flood. My house, Tipper grumbled. It's full up with mud. Is there space in your set, little Bramble, to stay? Bramble looked worried but answered, OK. Bramble walked on through the icy cold breeze and bumped into Boo, running round in the trees. My nest has been buried by leaves, babbled Boo. Any chance, little Bramble, of staying with you? It'll be a tight squeeze, Bramble said, but all right. Thanks, said the Hedgehog. See you tonight. Oh dear, Bramble sighed when he got through his door. Do I have enough food in my kitchen for 4? And where will they sleep? I really can't say. Oh, I shouldn't have said they could all come and stay. But Bramble was kind. He would never say no to 3 little creatures with nowhere to go. He searched every drawer, every cupboard and shelf. There was just enough food for 3 guests and himself. Then he looked in his junk room and found some old plates, an old wooden stool, and a couple of crates. But still Bramble worried. I've only 1 bed. We'll all have to squash in together, he said. The toad's bound to snore, the hedgehog's all prickly, and the dormouse's whiskers are sure to be tickly. He was worrying still when he heard a loud knock. He opened the door and got a big shock. There, on the doorstep, were Snuffle and Boo, and Tipper, with all of their families too. Oh dear, Bramble groaned. I hate to sound rude. You're welcome to stay, but I haven't much food. And there's only 1 bed. It's just not enough. Don't worry, grinned Snuffle. We've brought loads of stuff. To Bramble's amazement, in marched his guests, with things that they'd managed to save from their nests. My goodness, smiled Bramble, there's so much to eat. And blackberry pie. That's my favourite treat. They had a fine feast round the cosy warm flames. Then Bramble said cheerfully, let's play some games. First they played Pin the Tail. That was good fun. Leapfrog was next. The toads always won. Last they played Skittles out in the hall. The hedgehogs took turns to roll up in a ball. And now, Bramble smiled, it's bedtime, I think. How about a story and a tasty warm drink? They all gathered round in a big snuggly heap to hear Bramble's tale before going to sleep. With the embers still burning all toasty and bright, Bramble tucked everyone up for the night. My home's a bit crowded, it's true, Bramble said, as he took off his slippers and climbed into bed. But I really don't mind if it feels a bit small. For a home full of friends is the best home of all.